Hi guys, it's Courtney here, otherwise known as Yumiko Leotard Lover. I am an official Yumi girl here, ready to share some information with you. A lot of you know me from Instagram, and my Instagram is at Yumiko Leotard Lover if you'd like to follow me. So I've had a lot of questions from people on Instagram asking me about details of Yumikos, and so I thought I would share them in a video. Like, hey, why not? So in this video, I'm going to touch base on some fabric choices, lining, sleeves, and some color combinations. So if you'd like to keep watching and learn about some of those things and hopefully have some of your questions answered, then please do. First, let's talk about the fabrics. If you're looking online or at a Yumiko booklet, you'll see that there are a lot of options like nylon, techni, microfiber, and velvet. Nylon is a shiny material and it's the most popular choice of fabric. One reason because there are so many colors to choose from, and another reason it's the cheapest along with techni. Techni is not shiny like nylon, and it's a little bit thicker. So I thought I would show you some nylon and techni colors that are similar, but then you can decide which one you like best. This one is purple, so here is my nylon Alicia. The top is N Royal, and the bottom and trim are N Lavender. And it also has a bust panel. And then here is my Noe in Techni Violet with nylon lavender trim. And you can see it's not shiny like the nylon material. And this one also has a bust panel. So I'm just going to hold the two fabrics up so you can see the difference between the two. Obviously one is darker than the other, but just so you have an idea. So also Yumiko has added a lot more spring colors to the palette of techni for those of you who like techni over nylon, so that's another bonus. There's also microfiber. This is the softest and highest quality material. It's also the most durable, and I would recommend this if you're ordering a Yumiko that you're going to wear very often. My old studio leotard was a microfiber Yumiko, and I literally wore this every other day, alternating with another one of the same style. And I wore it for 2 years in a row, or 2 years straight, and it's basically in perfect condition, and I can still wear it now, which is almost 5 years later. So then there's velvet. Velvet is the thickest material, and it's really soft. It has a really elegant look to it. At first I was actually really hesitant to order a Yumiko with velvet on it until one of my friends ordered it, and I saw it and I fell in love like instantly. It's so beautiful and classy, elegant. At first I was really afraid it was going to look tacky and cheap, but then I saw it and I was like, wow, this actually is a really good quality velvet material. It does just add that extra bit of uniqueness to the Yumiko that you order, so if you like velvet, then I definitely would recommend it. So now that you know a little bit more about the fabrics themselves, I'm just going to take a second to show you the actual color chart, and feel free to use this as a reference when you do order your Yumikos if you don't have access to a Yumiko color chart, as the colors online aren't necessarily what they're going to look like when you order them, so this will hopefully help you. I've gotten a lot of questions about lining, so I thought I would touch base on that. There are 3 options when ordering a Yumiko leotard, and those are either no lining, bust panel, or front lining. No lining is of course no lining, so there's just one layer of material, the actual layer of the leotard on the front. There's also a bust panel, which is a front panel that goes about halfway down the front of the leotard, depending on which one you get, and it's kind of like a built-in camisole bra. Then there's the full front lining, which is an extra layer of material added to the entire front of the leotard. You might be wondering which one is best to get. So I feel like this is a very personal choice, and you should get what you're going to be most comfortable in. I personally like just having a bust panel because it provides a little bit more support and it isn't so thick on the entire front of the leotard. However, I do recommend getting a full front panel when ordering a lighter colored leotard. This just makes sure that it's not going to be see-through and making sure that you're going to be comfortable. But in general, I would recommend at least getting a bust panel unless you know you're totally going to be comfortable without any lining, which is your choice ultimately. I do not have any Yumikos without lining because I like lining, so that's why, but here is an example of a bust panel on a Noe Yumiko. So as you can see, it's just halfway down on the leotard rather than the full front of the leotard being lined. So this is an example of the Megan style with full front lining. And as you can see, the entire front of the leotard is lined. Okay, so sleeves. Another one of my favorite customizations to add to my Yumikos are sleeves, and they can be super flattering if you do them correctly. I find it becomes more popular as a Yumi girl and having people order through me that it becomes way more popular for people to be ordering sleeves when we're getting closer to winter. Like in the fall, people are thinking, oh, I might be cold when I order this leotard. When it comes in, it might be nice to have a little bit of more coverage and keep me warmer in class, which is a totally great idea. However, if you do live in a warmer area where it is warmer the majority of the time, I would not recommend getting a 3/4 sleeved or full length sleeve just because you might really get too warm and it would be miserable. However, a cap sleeve, which comes to about here, or a short sleeve, which is about here, I would really recommend if you live in a warmer area and you want to just add a bit more uniqueness to your Yumiko. It does just really make it more fun and cute and a fun way to make it more personal. Here I'll put a picture of where each sleeve hits on your arm, just so for a reference for when you decide, hey, I want to have sleeves on my Yumiko. So here you go. So I thought I would just show you some different options of velvet and sleeves, so here we go. I know in the future I am going to show you wearing the Yumikos, but I did not have access to the studio and my room isn't so big to be able to do that. So in the future I promise I will wear them and show you so you can have a better idea, but for now I'm just going to show you so you can see the quality of the fabric. So here is my Anna style Yumiko in N Cactus with N Cactus trim, which is no longer existing, but one similar to it is N Frost, which is a new color. And it also has velvet top. So here's this. Here is the same style Anna in nylon and velvet, but it is a different one with pink. There was one on Instagram that was this in an Alicia style, and I was like, hey, I like that, but I want to try and put my own twist on it. So I put it in an Anna style. And this one has 3/4 sleeves. So the sleeves are not all the way to the wrist, but they come to the forearm. And I just really like the look of it, and it's really simple and elegant, and this one reminds me just of Sleeping Beauty. So I hope you guys found this video to be helpful and that you enjoyed it, and I hope I answered some of your questions that you have about Yumikos and the process. Please comment below any suggestions you have for future videos. I hope to make more videos, hopefully often. And I also will be doing a Yumiko leotard collection video. I have some new Yumis coming in, so I obviously want to include those in the video. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and stay tuned for much more. Bye!